Hi, everybody. Welcome to this Lock in Your Powers of Attraction with Lunar Living webinar. We're going to celebrate the new moon in Taurus tonight. So excited. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I am just going to double check a few things, make sure all is well on the webinar. And we're going to give the ladies a chance to show up. So we're going to start promptly at 5:05. So I'm going to do a little bit of fussing around here, make sure that everything is live and going. And here we go. Okay, I just want to make sure that we're all good so we can enjoy this webinar together. Okay, oopsie. Gonna get myself all situated. Okay, I want to make sure that we're here and that the webinar has started. So just bear with me, everyone. Just double checking a few things here. I want to make sure that we're going. Okay, just making sure. Here we go. And we're back. Welcome, everyone. Make sure we're here live on the webinar. And I just want to make sure with my internet fairy that she can see me. Just double checking. Can you see me? So as we do that, making sure that all is well with the technical difficulties, because we are in Mercury retrograde. So we have to double check these things. But I'm going to just futz around here for a moment just to make sure. Okay, so let's, it says the video is unavailable. So let us see why. Okay. Okay. So let me go here, make sure we can see. We're figuring this out. Why is the video private? That is a good question. Yeah, it's Mercury retrograde, all right. And we're gonna just double check here why the video says private. Okay, hold on, ladies, hold on. Hello?
Hello. So, yeah, playing the video.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. I believe we've got it figured out. So what you just witnessed was a classic Mercury retrograde.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. I believe we've got it figured out. So what you just witnessed was a classic Mercury retrograde. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I believe we've got it figured out. So what you just witnessed was classic Mercury retrograde. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I believe we've got it figured out. So what you just witnessed was
Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Shannon's coming back. Don't worry. Hang in there, ladies. Okay. I think this is going to work. Okay. So welcome. Welcome to the webinar. And thank you so much for bearing with our technical difficulties. Like I was just saying, that's a classic Mercury retrograde maneuver. Things could go haywire with communications, technology, electronics. So here we had our Google Hangout was set to private instead of public for some strange mercurial reasons. So thank you, ladies. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so happy that you're here. My name is Shannon Murray, and I'm the creator and co-founder of Lunar Ladies. And today we're going to learn about locking in your powers of attraction with Lunar Living. And we are in the perfect time right now because it is a new moon happening tomorrow morning at 5:16 a.m. Pacific time, 8:16 a.m. on the East Coast, that a new lunar cycle, a new creative cycle, a new attraction cycle begins. So we're just a little bit behind. So I'm just going to go ahead and get us started. Usually I like to start with settle in, get a drink, get your glass of water, make sure you're okay for the next hour that we're together. But I'm sure you probably all had time to do that. But I'm so happy that you're all here, and I wanted to thank you so much for making the time and to join us together and learn about attraction and how we as women do that naturally with ease, grace, and flow, right? We want all of that, please. So just a little housekeeping for the webinar. You'll see the chat box on the side, so you feel free to use that. Don't be shy. Ask us questions. Let us know if there's technical problems, you can't hear us, anything like that. And then I'll be watching the comments and hopefully be able to answer your questions during the live on the webinar. And then we also have our amazing web guru fairy love Jen standing by that can also help us with any technical difficulties on the webinar. But hopefully we bypassed all that now. We sailed through Mercury's delicious lessons to figure out okay, why did that happen? But it's all in good fun. It's probably just to make ourselves laugh at ourselves, right? It's not good to take yourself too seriously. So let's go ahead and I'm going to just tell you a little bit about what's to come, and then we're going to do a meditation. Meditation is key to learning about powers of attraction, learning about grounding, and being in the present moment. So I just want to let you know what we're going to do. And then after that, I'm going to turn the camera around and we're going to go look at some slides. We're going to talk about the moon's magnetic power and how that is truly, how that affects us, and then how we can learn to use it as our powers to get what we want, have what we want, feel deserving of what we want. And because we're co-creative beings, we are meant to enjoy this beautiful planet Earth with all its material, luscious experiences. And so we're going to learn about how that's true, how we can tap into that reality and make it our own and be part of that matrix from which we create and attract and experience our life from. And then we're going to learn about a secret weapon that is awesome for grounding yourself and being in the flow with the moon and drawing upon your powers of attraction to have what you want. Okay, you ready? I'm ready. So thank you for bearing with the technical stuff, and we're gonna get going here. So what I'd love for you to do is find a comfortable seated position. It could be in a chair, could be sitting, yoga style on the floor, whatever's comfortable for you. So this is a good time to, put your phone down, close the door so you have some sacred space that's just for you. So go ahead and close your eyes. So we're just going to start getting centered. So close your eyes and take a nice deep breath through the nose and out the mouth. And just let your day go. It's Tuesday, 5 o'clock on the West Coast. So the day is done, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. And take a nice another deep breath in the nose and just notice the air coming through your nose and then brushing your throat, and then exhale out the mouth and just feel yourself letting go. On your next breath, I want you to go ahead and breathe in through the nose and bring your awareness down to your feet. Feel your feet as they're touching the floor. Whether you have shoes on or shoes off, just feel the contact that your feet are making with the floor. And take a nice breath into your awareness down, that is down at your feet. Just get a nice breath in, and then exhale any pain or tightness in your body, anything that's stiff or not feeling good. You just let it out on the breath. That's the power of the breath. We can let go with the breath, and we can bring in with the inhale. We can let go with the exhale. So breathe in one more time and exhale out your mouth. And now I want you to bring your awareness to your base of your spine, where your tailbone is. So bring your awareness down to the base of your spine, your beautiful sacrum, your tailbone, and take a nice deep breath into your awareness, into your tailbone. And then exhale. And as you exhale, we're going to imagine with your imagination a grounding cord. And it can look like a rope. It can look like tree roots. It can, whatever that a grounding cord, that image is for you. As you exhale, we're going to imagine that grounding cord going down to the floor from our tailbone and through the floor into the earth. Okay, keep breathing in the nose, out the mouth, and just watch and witness and observe your grounding cord going down to the floor, through the floor, down into the soil, into the earth, Mother Earth. And bring go ahead and say a nice hello. Send a hello down to Mother Earth, to Gaia. Just say, hello, Mother Earth. Thank you for my body. Thank you for all my material wellness. Thank you for my life. Thank you for the food that I eat. Thank you for the land that I live on. And just notice any sensations that you receive back from Mother Earth. Could be a warm glow. It could be a voice, hello. It could be anything. So just notice what you're feeling. And there's no wrong way to do this. There's only your way, which is perfect. So take a nice another deep breath. And now as you feel that connection to the earth, I want you to feel Mother Earth drawing energy up from her, abundant, fertile, life force energy, up your feet, up into your legs, over your knees, into your thighs, up and into your beautiful creative womb space. And it could be a color, it could be a feeling, but it's Mother Earth, fertile, attractive, delicious energy, filling you up. And as it comes into your womb, Mother Earth energy, feel it make a U-turn and go down your grounding cord, back down into the earth. And we're creating a loop of you getting fed, nourished, and taken care of by Mother Earth through your feet, through the energy rising up your legs, into your womb space, down your grounding cord. And your grounding cord is a great way to release anything that no longer serves you. Release from the day, release physical pain in your body, areas of confusion or sadness in your life, or anger, frustration. That can just be released down the grounding cord. Just release, release, continue to breathe. Okay, so now this loop, this cycle is now in motion, and it can continue on its own. Mother Earth has got you. She's got your back. literally, and you're grounded. Your body is grounded into the earth. On your next inhale, bring your awareness up to the top of your head, into your crown chakra area. And just notice the energy at the top of your head. Just say hello to the crown chakra. And breathe in from the top of your head and feel it go all the way down, and breathe out your feet. Whew. Now with your imagination, I want you to imagine a beautiful golden sun right above the top of your head. And the sun can be as big as you want, as bright as you want. It's golden, warm, glowing light of love, compassion, forgiveness, empathy, neutrality. And imagine now that this golden sun is now pouring its light into your crown chakra and down through your body, filling up each cell with golden light from head to toe. And there's so much golden light in the sun, it now extends out and around you and fills your aura in golden, warm, glowing light. You are now connected to your heavenly self, the heavenly sun that takes care and gives life, grows things, lights it up, tells you where things are. And you're taken care of and you're nourished with spiritual golden love, light, energy, joy. Okay, on your next breath, I know that feels really good. On your next breath, bring your awareness down to your heart. And take a nice deep breath through your nose into your heart space. So breathe from the heart, breathe in, and then breathe out gratitude, joy, love. And from your heart space, as you continue breathing, I want you to imagine a bubble coming out from your heart and sitting right in front of you. It could be any shape, size, color. And in the bubble, you're going to put in what you are attracting to yourself. What is it you want to have? A material experience you want to have. More money, more financial wellness and stability, more abundance. You may want to attract a relationship. You may want to attract a new job, a new home, more self-worth, more friendships, more job opportunities, more clients, whatever that is for you. And it could be as all or many that you want. And just imagine it filling your bubble up, all those things that you want. It could be a picture, it could be a color, it could be a sound, it could be a feeling. But just know as you think it, it goes into the bubble. And fill your bubble up. There's no limit to it. It's infinite wellness, infinite wealth, overflowing abundance. That the earth natural design is to give you that. Okay, so as your bubble is filling up, I want you to do the same thing to your bubble that you did to your body. From the base of the bubble, create a grounding cord. Grounding root, grounding cord, whatever you see it as, and see it going to the floor, through the floor, and into the earth. And imagine the earth's energy rising up through the grounding cord and infusing your bubble with all the material energy, powers of attraction that you need to have this in your life now. Okay, so that's flowing and growing and going. And now do the same thing, create a golden sun above your bubble. And imagine this golden sun pouring its beautiful golden, unconditional, loving light into your bubble. And see your bubble just fill up with gold light. And around there's so much that it now fills the aura of your bubble. And just send a wave from your heart of gratitude to all these dreams, hopes, desires, wishes, things you want to experience, people in your life, whatever you're attracted to yourself. Just give this wave of gratitude. It's already here. The universe is providing. You're creating the mirror for it to show up in your life. Great. Now just know we can rest and assure that our bubble is being infused with golden sunlight, infused with Mother Earth energy. And we're just going to let the bubble hang out together with all our other bubbles that we created. And the angels are going to watch over them while we continue on into the webinar and learn about the moon and its powers of attraction. Learn about how you as a woman are beautifully designed and perfectly designed to follow the creative lunar cycle. And then we're going to learn about what is our secret weapon, the moon dial. So if you have your moon dial, get it out. You can take notes on it or print it out or download it as soon as you can. But this is what it looks like right there. Oops. Before I show you that, let me just bring you back into the room. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes, reach up and stretch, touch your toes, and just move your body a little bit. We just moved a lot of energy. We did a lot of creation of what it is you're attracting to yourself. So good job, everyone. So now that your eyes are open, here's the moon dial. So this is what you got as your free gift for the webinar. This is your secret weapon that we're going to learn about. So I am ready to take you on a journey learning about your powers of attraction. So I am going to go ahead and just take a moment to turn the camera around. And so that just takes a moment. So just keep stretching, keep moving. Here we go. You ready? I'm going to screen share. We're going to get this going. Okay, share. Now we're going to go over here. I'm going to put this away. We're going to go over here. I'm going to go over here. Now we're going to do this. Okay, everyone. Here we go. We're ready to start. It's 5:25 and let's go. It's time to plant our seeds. It is a new moon in Taurus. Yay! This is the best time of year to create and attract and have what you want because that's the Taurus vibration. So what we want to do is tell you about the Taurus energy. But first of all, as a recap for some of you who may not be totally in the know about what is the lunar cycle. So a new moon starts the lunar cycle, and the new moon for us starts tomorrow, April 26th at 5:16 a.m. Pacific time. And the new moon is when the sun and the moon are at the same degree in the sky, and it begins this new creative attraction cycle that that we learn how to follow so that we can align our dreams, hopes, and wishes with creating, manifesting, and attracting that into our life. So new moon time is a time to plant your seeds. Hooray! And here we go. How are we going to do that? So now we know it's a new moon. So that's the first step in locking in your power of attraction, is the timing of when you start. New moon time, ladies, you've done great. You're all in perfect timing. So now let's take a look at the energy, the vibration, the frequency of this creative cycle, which takes place in the sign of Taurus. And this is the symbol, the astrological symbol for Taurus. Now, Taurus governs the part of our being that is about having, deserving, self-worth, and value. So the mantra for you this month or this lunar cycle is I have. And you want to ask for what you want from a place of having, not from a place of not having, because the moon and the universe works as a mirror. And this mirror is reflecting back to you what is in your consciousness. So what you are creating. So Taurus energy says, create from a place of having. Whether you have to fake it till you make it, it's okay. This is a fun exercise to get you in alignment with your power as a woman. And you as a woman have the power to attract, create, and manifest. It's within your physical body and it's within your emotional body. So let's take a look at some of the key words that kind of are associated with the Taurus frequency. first thing. So Taurus is the bull. And imagine a bull. The bull, you can't push a bull around, right? The bull is in charge. And so that's that part of us that is in that deep-rooted, conscious place of abundance, havingness, and attraction. So to the Taurus energy, there is no concept of scarcity, lack, or fear. Taurus is in the full feminine vibration of infinite abundance, overflowing richness and wealth, and having any material experience she wants. How does she do that? So the emotions that you want to practice this lunar cycle are patience, being consistent. Consistency is the secret to mastery. Taurus energy is predictable because Taurus energy is steady and solid. It's all about grounding. So that's why we did the meditation about the grounding cord. Grounding this lunar cycle is part of your power of attraction. So I'm going to really hone in the beauty of grounding. Taurus energy is easygoing, so practice being easygoing in your life this month. Sensual enjoyment. This is the time when you want to just really enjoy what it is you like. So have your favorite food, smell your favorite scents, taste, touch, get a massage. What are the things that make you just feel in total comfort, joy, and passive, like just, the taste of a summer strawberry, and you just enjoy every bite. So that's that Taurus energy. Very slow, very enjoying. And the reason why it's slow is because you're taking in all that through all your senses: sight, sound, hearing, taste, touch, intuition, right? So that's Taurus. Slow down with Taurus. And so there's a flip side to every frequency. There's the light side that we just had, but then there's the shadow side. So the shadow side of Taurus, this is what you want to watch out for, because when you're out of balance with the Taurus vibration or energy, then it goes into the shadow. And the shadow really is there to give you contrast, to tell you, hey, wait a second, you're out of alignment. Get back into alignment real quick, okay? Okay, so the universe, our lives, reality is really a very loving space. So, so what we want to look for is perfectionism, any kind of overly materialistic, because usually that's coming from a place of fear or the scarcity lack model. So possessiveness, being stubborn. Remember we talked about Taurus is a bull. You can't push the bull. So if any areas in your life you're showing up and there's just this stubbornness that you just kind of want to ease up. Where can I be easygoing instead of stubborn right now? Too much fineries, luxuries of life can lead to indulgence and laziness. So watch out for that, okay? And too much stuck in your ways. That habit bound is, stuck in your ways. So how I am tuning in, or how I'm noticing the Taurus energy right now for me is I'm definitely focused on my financial well-being. I'm thinking about my future, and what investments can I grow? Where can I focus on more abundance? And for me, I'm looking at what unconscious patterns I have around that. And why I know that is because I know my astrology chart. So when you know your astrology chart, you will know, for instance, the Taurus new moon, where that's flowing through your chart. And so I'm going to give you more info and insights on that later, but knowing your chart is another part of your power of attraction, because it helps you tune in and zone in and zero in on the energy. So are any of you feeling these emotions? Go ahead and comment. Let me know that you can see. So if you're feeling anything. So another example, like right now, I have roses in my backyard, and they are so pretty. So here in California, we've had lots of rain this winter, and the roses are in full bloom right now. April showers bring May flowers, right? So what I'm doing is I'm smelling them. And I'm taking my time. I'm putting my face right in the bloom and inhaling. and then exhale, and then going back. And you know, rose perfume is like soul food. It's so good. So that's a way that I'm tuning into the Taurus vibe, is I go out and I smell the roses. Or if I'm walking in the neighborhood, I'm going to stop at people's gardens and smell those roses. So Jennifer's saying, I'm totally feeling perfectionism and afraid to move forward with this project because of how much there is to do. Yes, Jennifer, that is definitely a Taurus energy that you are locking yourself into. Now, Taurus is fixed astrology sign, and so it is easy to get locked in. So I want you to lock in to the other sides of Taurus, the light sides, the vibrational high frequency side. So for Jennifer, who's feeling that total perfectionist vibe, what she'll want to do, I'm just going to go back to the slide, the previous slide. She's going to want to be patient with herself. She's going to want to find, okay, where in her project can she be more easygoing? Or where is the most easygoing space within that project that she's working on? How can she, like, you know, sensualize up her experience? Like while she's working on a project, she could have the aromatherapy mister going. She can make sure she has like a green smoothie or something that she loves. Maybe it's something chocolate, right? So, or that she has her favorite music playing in the background, or that she takes breaks and she stretches and she says and tells herself, it's going to be okay. I've got this. Maybe I just need to ground. Right? Use your grounding cord. So that would be a way for Jennifer to tune in, because she got that wonderful awareness of like, I'm feeling perfectionism. Great awareness. Like that's a high five. Yes, you tuned into your emotions, which the moon energy is mirroring for you, like that perfectionism energy that is there anyway. So the moon, the Taurus moon, brought it up. So now she gets a chance to say, I see you. And now, because I'm in tune, I'm aware, awake, and alive, and I'm doing my lunar living and checking myself out, I'm going to make a new choice. And I know, well, the flip side of Taurus is, where can I be more easygoing? And where can I include more of my sensuality and the things that I'm enjoying, right? So, so Sally says, I just said it last night. I need to get a massage this week. Right on, Sally. Good job. And I give you full-on permission. Go get that massage, because you will be in alignment with a bigger power that's going to fuel and put you in the right space for creating and attracting what you want. So that's a powerful move on Sally's part, is to go get a massage. Okay, so thank you everyone for commenting and sharing what's been coming up for you with this energy. Love it. So let's take a moment. Remember our bubbles out there getting diffused with the aromatherapy of heaven and earth. Let's take a moment and just close your eyes for a second and tune into your bubble. Tune into the emotions of easygoing. Being, you know, what's the things I sensually enjoy? How can I be steady and solid and grounded? So just send those emotions into your bubble with the new moon energy that's available for you right now. Wonderful. So my friends, ladies, why is this such a big deal? Why is the moon so important for us to get to know and start living with? Well, the moon is made of water. I mean, we are made of water. Sorry. We are made of water. And women, we have more cultural permission to be in tune with our feelings and our emotions. So we have permission from being little girls to feel what we feel. And our bodies are mostly made of water. This is for men and women, right? So we're, you know, as babies, we're 70+% water. Little bubbles and balls of joy, right? All that squiggly water there. But when we grow into adulthood, it goes down a little bit to about 60% water. So we are mostly made of water. And guess what? The moon is the leader of water. The moon leads the water all around the planet. So in astrology, the moon is the ruler of Cancer. And Cancer is the leader or cardinal sign of the element of water. So the moon leads water, it directs it, it channels it all around the planet. And guess what? The moon is also leading, directing, and channeling the water within our own bodies, physically as well as emotionally, because water element is the element of our emotions, our feelings, our consciousness. And guess what else the moon does around the world? The moon rules the tides. So you've heard of high tide and low tide. So how the moon does that is the moon has a magnetic pull that when it shines and moves and it's in its different phases is actually pulling the water around the planet. So the moon is ruler of the tides, and the tides are the ebb and the flow. So you can feel the tides even in the act of breathing. So we inhale, like, and that's the water coming in, and then we exhale, whew, and the water goes out. So the moon is ruling this ebb, this flow, this changing, this grace, this movement. And so that you can tune into the moon ruling the tides if you live near water and you live near the ocean, but you can simply tune into that tidal force energy just by breathing. You can even watch YouTube videos of waves, you know, coming to crashing to shore and going back out as a form of meditation. So yeah, so the moon rules this ebbing and flowing. So each lunar cycle, it's a creative cycle, and there's phases, and you notice when you watch the moon and tune into it, you know, she changes shapes and sizes. She's sometimes very no light, like a sliver, like a crescent moon, or she's big and full like the full moon, or she's halfway lit like a quarter moon. So these are the phases of the lunar cycle, and it's what it means to us, how it plays out in our life. And being women and being part of this creative, attractive cycle is it creates these cycles or these phases of rest, planting intentions, celebrating, and working through resistance. So that is the lunar cycle is the mirror of the feminine creative cycle. And when we live in tune with our feminine, our natural vibration as women, so our feminine paradigm, that includes living in these cycles of rest. Feminine likes to rest, planning intentions. She likes to sow her seeds and grow them. She likes to celebrate, and then she's powerful. She likes to work through resistance and blocks and create a pathway to having more and more of what she wants. So as you live with the moon, the lunar living, awareness of the ebb and the flow, the tides, how you're feeling, when you do that, you create more ease and less stress because you have knowledge of what's going on around you. You're tuning in to your feelings. What's going on with me? What am I feeling? And then you're tuning into what part of the creation cycle are we in, and how do I align myself with that rhythm? And when you get into that rhythm, you not only get you use your energy to run your life, but now you tune in and use the moon's energy to run your life. And this is where the power comes. So this is how we're learning how to attract, create, and manifest in our life. The moon is our #1 power tool because of that magnetic pull, and it's moving all the water in our bodies and around the earth. We can tune into her and use her power in our own lives. Isn't that exciting? So guess what happens when you do that? Your life takes on a graceful and easier pace. And don't we love that? We all want those times when life is just moving gracefully and flowing, that now we're sitting on the beach and we're feeling the sun on our faces, and we're meditating and we're grounding and we're opening up to our inner wisdom to see what is our next steps. What does our bodies need? Where are we, what is life asking from us? Are we being called to be of service to another? Because here in this space, we come from a place of fullness and overflowing abundance, because we're in alignment with nature of our bodies, our environment, and in the bigger world, the bigger universe of consciousness. So let's think about kind of where we might find ourselves today. How many of you ever let yourself rest? What? I know as women, we're supposed to be like so strong, working, taking care of families, taking care of ourselves, taking care of households. When do we ever let ourselves rest? That's a big one, because in lunar living, living with the moon, being in the feminine vibration, being one with the creative, powerful cycle of attraction, you have to let yourself rest, because that is being in flow with the cycle. So if you are tired, guess what? Lunar living gives you the permission to rest. It's okay. And resting can take many forms. It doesn't have to mean 8 hours on the couch, or it could mean that. We don't know, because it's going to be different for you each month. But the new premise of the new way that you operate in your life is that non-negotiable permission to rest. And that's what lunar living gives you, because you can tune in to when the moon is in rest state, when nature is in rest state. That means you go into rest state. And as you do, you actually energize yourself, be more resource to have more in your life and live more, have more experiences, the things that you want. So what happens is the energized life shows up because you're resourced. So knowing the energy levels of each phase of the lunar cycle that naturally occur connects you to knowing how to resource yourself with the moon. And that again leads to this power of attraction. Okay, we're building our power, building our knowledge about how to tune in. Here's the next one that we may find ourselves in. When do you take care of yourself first? Oh my goodness, when does that happen? Oh, I love Sally said, I thought of you when I took a long nap today. Oh my God, that is music to my ears. Thank you, Sally. That makes me so happy. And I love that you took a long nap today. So let's just take a moment to give Sally a rounding group of applause for taking a nap. She was so in the feminine today. Good for you. And she probably took care of herself first by doing that. So yes, you are Wonder Women out there. And especially if you have families and children, you know, the natural calling, the natural design of the feminine or the female is to nurture and care for the children, the babies, make sure they grow up, make sure that, you know, on a biological explanation that the species continues, right? So we have all this evolutionary prompting within our consciousness that says, take care of everybody, make sure everybody's fed, clean, rested, happy, all those things. But what lunar living does is it asks you to put yourself first so that you can come from a place of fullness and rest and integrating your feminine beauty, your feminine self, your feminine power, so that when you show up in service to others, it's easy for you. It doesn't take away, it gives. And that's a true state of service. So lunar living, because you're now in awareness of these designated times for introspection and planning your intentions, what happens is that you start to get into this different flow. And that time that you spend on introspection, and like right now, this is where we're in the lunar cycle with the new moon. We're going to be planting our seeds. You know, we created our bubble already. So we're going to show up from a resourced, full place that we have now taken this hour, right, to the webinar and taken care of ourselves. And so as you tune in and meditate, you know, your understanding of your emotions goes to a whole new level of existence where you come resourced and powerful, fed and full. And who doesn't want that? That's so great. So when, you know, do you go through life, your daily life, your everyday, feeling overwhelmed? You know, that is such a hard feeling, especially when we have all these, we're playing all these roles, we have these responsibilities, we have people in our lives that we're in charge of. You know, there, a level of overwhelmment could become like the new norm, and it doesn't have to be like that. What happens is lunar living gives you that knowledge to leverage the energy of the moon for yourself, so that when, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you can kind of just ask yourselves a series of questions of, where's the moon? What's going on? What state is it in? Am I working against the tide swimming upstream? Oh, wait, now this is time for rest. Maybe I should take some time out for myself. Or maybe it's I'm working through resistance and I can utilize the knowledge of that to break through obstacles. So that's what lunar living gives to you, is that ability to leverage the energy of that magnetic pull that's pulling the water around the planet to work for you instead of against you. What happens with lunar living over time is your self-awareness goes way up, and your mindfulness practice goes way up, and you live like in a mindful way. And that's like the goal for so many of us, is how do we bring in more mindfulness? Well, the moon is the perfect way, because it's going to solve all these problems at the same time. So you don't have to do them all separate, because they're all integrated in one, and the moon just says, shines her light on all of it. And one of the best things that I love is my intuition has gone through the roof. I get previews all the time of what's coming, so that life isn't so much guesswork or, oh my God, that was shocking, or where did that come from? You'll start tuning into your sixth sense of intuition, and you'll get to see what's coming, how to deal with it. And that's like the image of the bubble. The bubble too also contains, if there's the problem, there's also the solution within it. So, and the knowledge and the way to get through it, and the growth cycle of becoming more and more in tune with your true divinity. So that's what lunar living offers for you. And one last thing is, do you go through your life feeling unappreciated for everything that you're doing? That can be such a bummer to not feel acknowledged and appreciated. But lunar living gives you time to celebrate your life. The full moon is the time to come together with friends and family and celebrate you, celebrate all your hard work, acknowledge yourself. And then everybody around you starts getting in tune with that level of feeling acknowledged and celebrating one another. And all of that leads you to your personal growth. And why not? That's what we're here. We're here to grow. We're here to grow. So that's the moon's influence on us, how it works, how we can access through lunar living and go from our problems into our pleasures, from our pain into the pleasures in life, from our problems to solutions. So that's the whole idea behind your powers of attraction, is that you're accelerating your personal growth that can actually handle the bandwidth of all that power. So the moon is really good at doing it. Deep excavation of all the old saboteur emotions, things that no longer serve us, old behavioral patterns that are getting in our way. The moon is a great cleanser of all that. But let's move on to our secret weapon, the moon dial. The moon dial is coming. There it is. Yay, the moon dial. So the moon dial, I call it the secret weapon, the power for harnessing your power for attraction, because remember we're focusing on grounding, right? With our meditation, you learned about the grounding cord. Taurus energy is a fixed earth sign, so we're all about getting our grounding cord into that matrix of abundance that is the truth of this planet, right? Which is overflowing abundance and infinite wealth that you as a woman now know how to tune into and connect to. So the moon dial is a circular calendar that tracks the moon in the lunar cycle every month. And this is another way to get grounded during this cycle. So let's go through and learn how to use the moon dial. So you'll notice that there's 4 layers. So here is on the outer layer, the gray layer, are all the phases of the moon through the lunar cycle. The lunar cycle is about 29.5 days. So there's 29 moons up there, and they each have different levels of light, because the moon, remember, is in charge of ebbing and flowing. So it grows in light and loses light. The next inner circle, the light green circle, is where you're going to attract, where you're going to write down your dominant emotions for the day. What's my feeling? What did I feel today? Did I feel happy? Did I feel sad? Did I feel frustrated? Did I feel overwhelmed? Did I feel unacknowledged? Did I feel did I put everybody ahead of me and now I'm kind of resentful? Like, it doesn't matter what the emotions are. They're yours, and they're beautiful, and they're awesome, and they're powerful. Your emotions are your Shakti energy, especially for pulling towards you, like the moon, what it is you want to experience and have. So the next circle, the white circle, tells you about each week, so each lunar phase, what it's about. So we have the week of intentions, the week of action, the week of expansion, and the week of completion. And then the next inner circle, the lavender circle, is about where you're going to record your physical energy. How did my body feel? Did I have tightness? Did I have soreness? Did I feel low in energy? Did I have tons of energy? And it's really simple. You're going to tune in each day and you're just going to write down what it was. And finally, the inner dark purple circle is if you're still in your menstruation cycles, it's where you're going to write down, am I bleeding or am I ovulating? So we're going to see how those 4 layers line up with the phase of the moon. And this is going to ground you into your awareness, help you stay on track for lunar living. And this is going to ground your bubble, your powers of attraction, because it's going to help you tune in every day. So let's just start at the top real quick. This is the new moon at the top of the chart. That's the dark moon. So the dark moon starts tomorrow, 4/26, in the sign of Taurus that we've been learning about. So this is your week of intention. So we've already started. You've got your bubble. We've got your seeds of your dreams, hopes, wishes. What it is you want to attract into your life is there. So good job, ladies. You've already started your week of intentions. And this is where the energy of the moon is the lowest. So you're still going to want to be taking care of yourself. You're going to be resting, introspective, be more inward. Because the moon is called the dark moon. So there's no light, no emotional energy available for you. So this is not the time to run a marathon. This is time to still be quiet, slow moving, smell those roses with Taurus, easy going. And then we move into the next week. Called the first quarter moon, and this is when this is our week of action. And for this lunar cycle, it starts on May 2nd. So the first quarter moon, this is where the sun and the moon make a 90-degree square. Now we've got some energy buildup in the flow that says, I've got a square here, so I'm building up. All the velocity has slowed down to build up so I can break through obstacles, break through resistance. This is where some things will show up that say, hey, this has been in my way for a while and I'm gonna wake up to it. I'm gonna do something about it. So this is the time to get yourself in action because you've got a lot of energy available for you. And that happens on May 2nd. So tune into Lunar Ladies to always know where the moon is. Down at the bottom is the full moon, and this is a full moon in Scorpio. Oh, we love our Scorpios. Deep, deep emotions, intimacy, passions, desires. So this is the culmination time. This happens May 10th. This is the culmination time of your seeds that you just planted in that bubble, right? They're coming into fruition with all the moon's energy. You moved through the blocks. You took action on your dreams. And now it's time to celebrate. And when we first start living with the moon and lunar living, celebration, we may need to release some stuff first that's been in the way. So full moon time is a powerful time to release what is in the way of you attracting what you want to have in your life. So full moon time is great. What we're going to do on the next full moon, we're going to do a ritual. So look for your invitation to the full moon ritual celebration to help you align your energies personally at home with this big, big magnetic energy. So we'll break that down for you in 2 weeks. Next, we're moving on to the third quarter moon. This is the last phase of the lunar cycle called the week of completion. And this happens on the 18th of May. And this is when we start slowing down again, right? So now we're releasing, surrendering, letting go, week of completion. We've completed this creative cycle. We're going to look back and review what happened. What can I change? What took place? What can I surrender to? And what do I want to experience more of in the next lunar cycle that starts with the new moon as the week progresses? So this is the time to start going inward, finish your to-do list, things like that. So because this is a lunar cycle in the vibration of Taurus, gratitude is your other secret weapon. You got your moon dial, you got your grounding cord, and then you've got gratitude. So you got 3 weapons, secret weapons to use for harnessing your powers of attraction. So what we want to do is see a completed moon dial. There we go, start to finish, going counterclockwise as the moon goes around. And this is where you're going to fill in each day. how am I feeling? What are my emotions? How's my body doing? Where's my menstrual cycle? What phase of the moon is happening? So that's where you're going to line yourself up. And you want to, I recommend getting your moon dial every month and saving them, because when the year is over, you're going to see how much progress you've made and what you've created and attracted into your life by tuning into your natural feminine vibration and living in harmony with the moon. But we have a wonderful offer to give you. I'm so excited. Thank you for staying on the webinar. We're almost out of time, but I really want to, if you can stay 5 minutes more, I've got a great, wonderful gift for you. And so you can have this moon dial. It's yours. And print it out as much as you want, fill it in with the dates. But look at us. We've done it for you. We have completed all the lunar cycles for 2017 through February 2018 when it ends in Pisces. So we have filled out the moon dials for you with all the dates, all the days of when the lunar cycles begin, the full moons, the first quarter moons, the third quarter moons. And so we have done the work for you. So all you have to do is print it out and use it. Tune in and each day and write down your things, and know when you're giving yourself time to rest so you can take care of yourself. Know when it's time to get into action and move through obstacles. Know when it's the full moon to like release and let go and forgive and release anything that no longer serves you and celebrate what's happened for you. And then in the third quarter, when you're surrendering and reminding you to go down deep inward so that you can be ready to plant your new moon intentions in the next cycle. So we've created the set of moon dials for you. And then we've also created these flashcards, zodiac cards at a glance. So what you can do is you print this out and you just cut them into flashcards. And they're going to give you the mantra for each vibration of the moon that is traveling through. So Taurus, it's ruled by Venus. Its mantra is I have. And here's just a few emotions to watch out for. So this is an easy way for you to get in tune with the moon and where it's at and how to know if you're in alignment or out of alignment. And we've also included with your moon dial, your set of moon dials is the power days and power tips. So kind of like what we've been talking about on, so Jennifer put her moon dial on the clipboard next to her bed. Oh, I love that. Totally. That's where I have my moon dial on the fridge. So I can see it because I'm in the refrigerator, you know, a couple times a day. And it's there in my awareness saying, Shannon, fill this out. Use your moon dial. This is your secret weapon. So included with your set of moon dials is also power days of what to watch out for during each lunar cycle to give you even more of a boost. Like now, Venus is really blessing us in this lunar cycle. She's the ruler of Taurus, but she's also in her exalted state in Pisces. And we tell you everything of what that means, but you're getting extra Venus blessings. So I'm so happy you're on this webinar because you're not only tuning into the moon, your natural feminine vibration, what it means to be powerful and attract what you want, but now Venus is giving you a blessing. So I think your intuition is spot on for like coming in and signing up for this webinar. So good job on that. So we want to give you all of this for just $17. So for $17, you get a completed moon dial each month. You get the flashcards and you get the power tips and the power days for every lunar cycle. But remember when I told you how I knew where the moon was in my chart? Because I have my astrology chart and I know how to use it. It's like, give a lady her chart and teach her how to use it. You got one powerful lunar lady, let me tell you. So for me, Taurus rules my 12th house, and that's the house of my unconscious beliefs. So how I'm using this lunar cycle for myself is I'm watching my dreams. I'm looking at my repetitive behavior patterns. I'm looking at cleaning and clearing my belief systems around having more, feeling more deserving, feeling what's, tuning in and making sure that I am focused on my self-worth and growing that and enjoying and being easygoing and, really tuning in and asking for what I want from a place of having because as I do, I'm actually clearing, cleansing, purifying my unconscious, subconscious self, because I know for me, through my chart, Taurus is in my 12th house. So what we want to do for you is we want you to also know your chart. Now, there's a lot of free places online that you can get your astrology chart, but we give you your chart as well as a 20+ page in-depth report all about you. So let me tell you, it's the best novel that you will ever read. You will love reading about yourself in the in-depth report based on the time you were born, the day you were born, and the place where you're born. That creates your astrology chart. So once you get it, I can tell you what house Taurus rules and where to focus your intentions for this lunar cycle. So just for $20 more, we're going to give you your chart and an in-depth report, the set of moon dials and the flashcards and the power days and power tips for each lunar cycle for just $37. So if you don't have your chart yet, definitely get your chart. If you do have your chart, definitely get it out, because you're going to put that into action. And it's going to help you zero in on exactly how to attract what you want with the most power. So you can get the moon dials, the 13 moon dials and flashcards, and your chart, your natal chart based on when you were born, the time you were born, the day you were born, and the in-depth report, which is just going to like make you so happy to just learn all about like your inner workings, your energetic design, how you operate in the world, what's important to you and your values, and then where are your strengths and what are you kind of here to do in this lifetime, right? So our natal charts are so powerful, and the report is really powerful because it really is like this wonderful dissertation PhD thesis on you. So we've got the 2 offers available for you. Thank you so much for staying a little bit later with me and going through our mercurial craziness in the beginning. You're so awesome, and thank you for joining us. So we have those offers, and you can see them in the chat box. Jen's got them up with the links to go and get that special pricing. So you've got your choice of the 13 full set of pre-filled out moon dials with the zodiac flashcard and the power tips and the power days for each lunar cycle for $17. Super easy, wonderful investment. It's gonna like really ground you into your power to attract, create, manifest what you wanna have in your life right now. And then we're throwing in your natal chart and in-depth report for just $20 more for $37. So you got 2 choices, and we're so excited for you to get those and get you going. And definitely, if you're not in the Lunar Ladies Lifestyle group, join us on Facebook. You can just find it there on our website, lunarladies.com, or you can just Google or search in Lunar Ladies or in Facebook, Lunar Ladies Lifestyle, and that's going to get into our public group that's free. Well, we're talking about this like on a daily basis. So when you get your moon dials, you're also going to get a moon dial video that reminds you how to use it, and you'll get a meditation that we did today that will help you tune in and just take like easy 5 minutes to use your moon dial every day. So 5-minute meditation, tune in. Get into your inner awareness of what are your emotions, what are your body feeling, where is your menstrual cycle, and then that's all you got to do each day. And then what you're doing is you're tracking, and then you're living with the moon, you're tracking your awareness, your emotions, your feelings, and then you are grounding yourself into the matrix of Mother Earth that is there as a wellspring of infinite abundance and overwhelming riches. And I want that for you. I want that for all of us. So let's just do this together. Join in the fun, because when we do this not only for ourselves, when we do it together as a community, it makes all the difference, because not only are you investing in yourself, supporting yourself, putting yourself first, taking care of yourself, giving yourself time to rest, but now you get to do it in a community of women who just want to support you to live in alignment with who you really are as a woman, which is a creative powerhouse force of attraction, a force of nature. So my lovely ladies, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight and the webinar live. And thank you to all those who are watching the replay. You've got this wonderful gift from us, just $17. Get your moon dials all filled out for all of 2017. You've got flashcards to get you easily going on what's the vibration of each lunar cycle. And then you have a chance to get your astrology chart, knowing who you are with the in-depth report for only $37. So go ahead and click that link, get that for yourself, make that investment. Tune into the Lunar Ladies Facebook group, Lunar Ladies Lifestyle, and we're going to keep guiding you all along the way. So we welcome you into our family, into our community, because together we make all the difference. So with this new moon in Taurus, just to recap, your powers of attraction are in your grounding cord. So practice your grounding cord meditation every day. It's in gratitude. Practice gratitude during this Taurus lunar cycle every day. You won't be sorry. And it's in your moon dial that keeps you grounded in where the moon is, how you're feeling, what's going on in your body. So before we sign off tonight, I want you to go ahead and go back to your bubble. And this is the fun part of the creation cycle is, okay, go ahead and close your eyes and then get in tune with your bubble. See it there, the grounding cord, the golden sun above. There it is. Feel all its loveliness. And so what we're going to do on the count of 3 is we're going to pop the bubble. Now, you may be wondering, like, Shannon, what are you talking about? That's crazy. I just created this bubble. Now you want to destroy it. I'm like, that's how we send it out into the universe. That's how we disperse it and let it go so that it can go out and get all the vibrations and the material energy and the people and the places and the opportunities together to bring it back to you. That's part of the ebbing and the flow, right? So on the count, so just bear with me, trust me, it's all cool, it's good. And you've already asked from a place of having. And a place of abundance already. You're not asking from a place of not having, which is that scarcity, lack, poverty mentality. We've set that aside. That's no longer our matrix that we're operating through, our reality. We're in the creative matrix of the feminine, which says, I already have this. So now I'm releasing it out into the universe so that it can come back to me as the material experiences that I want to have. So you ready, ladies? On the count of 3, we're going to pop the bubble. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Yes, good job. Now do you just see it going out into the universe? All these happy little photons of love and light of all your dreams, hopes, and wishes that you are powerfully attracting to yourself. They're out and doing their mission, and they are coming back to you. So tune into the moon. Start your lunar living practice, your grounding cord, your gratitude, your moon dial, and you're going to be just fine. Tune into the Lunar Ladies Facebook group, Lunar Ladies Lifestyle. We're going to keep you supported, and we're going to collaborate in our community together. And you're going to do this. You got this. I'm so excited for you to do this, and we get to do it together. So thank you so much for being here and adding your lovely presence. I felt you all. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for all your bubbles out there to go and go do their mission and come back to you. And definitely, we love to celebrate. Remember, that's part of the creative cycle. Tell us, comment in the Facebook group, or send us an email, hello@lunarladies.com. Tell us when the good things that you created come back, because we want to celebrate with you. And we want to acknowledge you and your powers of attraction. Thank you, ladies. Go forth. Happy new moon. Go and set more of your intentions. You've got all this week to nurture and nourish them. And how you water your intentions this lunar cycle is gratitude. Gratitude is your watering can. It's going to grow and strengthen your grounding cord, and it's going to grow all your seeds out there that have been planted in the fertile matrix of Gaia, Mother Earth, and Venus is blessing them for you too. So just give yourself a big hug, and then go out and hug all the people that you love, and just know from a place of having, it's here, it's done, it's coming back. Love you all. Thank you again for joining us. And we hope to see you soon, very soon. Yay!